And some we didn't see on time, some were light. But market today gapping up. It's Friday morning, and surprise, surprise, we're gapping over everything here, and everything looks green and happy. But I was very suspicious, and I looked at the spine. I said, I'm not buying this. This is into resistance, and my bias is neutral. I'm going to wait to see what the market is doing. I also said I'm going to watch the shorts. Well, we didn't have much choice because we didn't have that many gap ups today. So there's a few decent gaps that we saw. My favorite gap was the AEO, right? My favorite gap. And I said, if we're going below that 1580 number, it's a short right there. Well, I didn't put an order in the system for that, but I needed a signal. I needed something to tell me, hey, this is your entry, and I didn't get it. I just did not get it. Look at the 1 minute. There's no entry there. There's this tiny base with the tail here. I wouldn't touch it here probably. This is playing within, just in the middle of this green bar. So that's 50-50 maybe from here. And remember, I wanted this under 1580. So no play there. And this really worked well. But remember, we didn't get it today. We will get it tomorrow on another symbol. You have to understand the gap. If you understand the gap, really trading will be, I'm not going to say piece of cake. Trading is simple, not easy. But when you understand the gap, when you have a system that works for you, really trading, I'm not going to say fun, but trading is a business and it becomes part of you. So you have to have a strategy that works. And I know we have one. Okay, so AEO, perfect gap. We didn't find an entry. No big deal. We move on. The one that did do it for us today was the big. Why I like the big so much, and I know Yaniv talked about it. Well, we are breaking that long term, right? What's the trend there? It's an uptrend, and today with this gap, we're breaking that trend. And I like the fact that this candle from yesterday looks like that. So if I ask you yesterday, what do you think the big will do the next day? Some of you, most of you will tell me this is going to go higher. So this is really good gap, ranked it high up there, and we're ready to attack it first thing. Yeah, I'm going to talk about it also. So the big, what was the play on the big? That was the G2. Waited patiently on the 1. Here's an attempt to go higher, and when this fails, that's where we attack. We got it under low the day. This was spready. My order was under 97. I did get 92. Well, I'll take that any day on something like that. Really wild, but this paid and paid nice. We took some at 50 area, right? There was an attempt to bounce here. This was just shy of 2 hours. We took some at 50, and then we took some at the whole number. Okay, 33. And then my target was 32.50 for the trade. We're going to post in the blog the exit. Some of you, I know for a fact, did better than me on the exit. Some of you actually still have it down here. Okay, maybe you have the last piece. But my exit 33.50, 33, and 32.50. So basically every 2 hours I grab something. There is a move of, we talked about it, I think 5 to 6 hour move. So ask yourself, how many hours did you get from the big? If you got one, you did terrible. You did something really terrible. You have to ask yourself why. If you have 2, again, from a 5 or 6 hour move, you should have more than that. You should have between 3 to 4 hours from this kind of move if you manage it the same way we do. Okay, I got 3 and change. Okay, why I have so little? Because remember the first target when we took at 50, I said I'm taking here, and that's shy of 2 hours. So that's why. Well, if I knew it's going to go to 32, I wouldn't, right? But I wanted to feel comfortable and safe for the trade here after a move of almost 2 hours. So I grabbed at 50. This was, if we really watch the stock when it's moving, you're probably doing something wrong as far as management, because this is jumpy. The big was, look at this candle, 33.30 to 33.75 in seconds. This moves in seconds. Okay, but this is really a G2 play on really a good looking one, and we're going to talk about it during the seminar Sunday. So Franco is asking me if I use the level 2. I don't use the level 2. I use it only for entries. Means I'm looking at the, well, I'm looking at the bid and the ask obviously here and there, but not paying too much attention to it. What I'm looking is at the prints. So I want to see a print below the entry number or above if it's a long. And I'm not paying too much attention to level 2. Remember, the bid and the ask, the quantities there, they can be all wrong, right? They can play around with that. But the prints must be right by law. The prints, this is the receipt. You're buying something, you're getting a receipt for that. And the way you manage, you need to have, no, yeah, no. This is moving 5 to 6 hours. And I said the 32.50, you're going to see my exits on the blog, Fabio. You're going to see my exits on the blog. And this is not as big as it should be because of that first target that I was a little cheap on. I said, remember, we have 30 cents, 25 to 30 cents stop. So if I got it at 90 and I'm killing at 50 after only 40 cents, I'm not following my management, right? I need another 10 or 15 or maybe 20 cents more for the full 2 hours. But I said I don't want to see it bouncing from here because this was crazy. And I don't want to become a loser at this point when I'm already up almost 2 hours. Okay, remember, I want you to switch to a I don't care what happened next mentality. After you take the 2 hours, then you're a guaranteed winner. We talk about it during our seminar. I want you to switch your thinking because this is how you get to be in the bigger place. Okay, this is how you get. Ask Nana. She's really, when she's managing, I should follow her really. She's doing most of the time now, she's doing better than me. And after I got out here, she said, hey, I have a little piece, where do I put the stop? She's doing really great. And this is a skill that you can really, you can need to build yourself to trade like that, to manage like that. And so that was the big, yes, Fabio, not really, Fabio, but we talk about it during the seminar. If you take half the 2 hours, here's a question just for you, Fabio. Here's a question, guys. Some of you, most of you know the answer. Here's a play. Okay, you took after 2 hours, you took half. Okay, here's a question just for you, just Fabio. You took half. It moves 2 hours in your favor. You took half. Now you couldn't even blink, and then the stock moves totally against you and gets you out at the original stop. Original stop on the half size. Are you up, down, or break even? Just for you, Fabio. Took half under after 2 hours, and then it goes totally against you. Flat, wrong. Okay, so that's why we teach. Think different. You are actually a guaranteed winner. When you take half at 2 hours, you're guaranteed half an hour, only half an hour. But at this point, there's no way you're going to lose on that play. Okay, well, unless you don't put a stop and you're waiting for this to do something, I don't know, crazy. But if you keep your original stop, and that's something we teach also, there's no break-even stop. Break-even is only in your head. Okay, market doesn't care about your break-even. Believe me, doesn't care about it. It's only in your head. So you take half, you're guaranteed winner. So think about it, do the math. Okay. Yeah, so this is becoming a whole money management lesson. Departure with market or limit. I managed to see this one. I did market. I'll be honest with you. I was lucky. I got, I think, 53. I'm going to look. You're going to see my tickets tonight. Okay, you're going to see my tickets tonight. And then we wait for pivots and so on. This is really, seminars on Sunday, not today. But this is really, you have to understand the gap, Franco. And today we talked about it, right? You showed me 2 symbols and I said, oh, that's not a long. We had the different buys. Once you understand the gap and you have a strategy that works, life will be easier. Trading would be, I'm not going to say fun again. Well, it's not fun. It's a business. Nobody's going to work to have fun, right? And that was the pretty big play. It's not bigger than the AEO, I think. I didn't measure the AEO. I don't want to get into that. There's one more play that we didn't catch because we didn't get filled. And I tried, believe me, I tried and gave it a 6 or 7 cents limit. That's how you don't get killed, by the way. Somebody asked me earlier. So the entry was here under 32. I liked it under this candle. Yaron said maybe 35. I said, let's do 32 or 3 pennies. I'm not going to be greedy here. So 32. And then when it triggered, boom, straight to target. No fill. I don't think any of you got it, right? But it was posted in the room. I believe we did, or maybe I need deleted it already. Yeah, this is the big play, and this is the 5. Yeah, under 30. Look at that. I even gave it an extra 2 pennies. Well, I'm not sure if this is the updated call, but don't, could, would, and should. They don't work here anymore. You don't trade like that. No fill, no feed. Don't jump to anything else because you didn't make it or you didn't get filled. That's what we tend to do. We tend to run to something else and trade it immediately because why? We missed something. And I know how it feels to sit in a room where everybody's in a play and you don't, and it's working. It's terrible. And that's why I stopped asking people here a long, long time ago who has it, who doesn't. It's not a very, it's not of my business really. I would love all of you to be in that big play, believe me. But I don't want you to affect others, people thinking. Okay. So this was the day. I say was, it is Friday, and most of the time we won't be here all day. Market is coming back to this area. Questions, guys? I'm not gonna look deeper into this money management again. This is a whole seminar going here. Just wanted to highlight the play of the day and some ideas we had. Another one that was a good gap I see here is UBNT, right? UBNT. Pretty good gap on the daily. Look at this. I saw that it's on my list. As far as entries, do you see anything? Any G3, 4, 5? Nothing here. Just big. It's a salad. It's a nothing here. At least not on the 5-minute chart. Don't imagine patterns. And soda, another one that we saw. Also, I saw it go and I saw it trigger it, and I couldn't. I just couldn't. This is light. Look at this 15. It just too light, spready, and it did it also. No could, would, and should. We didn't take it. We didn't call it. Other things we saw today, FNSR, we had a bearish bias for it. That worked as a fade. The Intel was a bearish bias, worked as a fade. So basically everything worked. I said I'm one person and couldn't catch everything here, but I'm happy with what I got. Again, I promise you more trades like that. All you need to be is patient and focus. This is coming from a very boring week, right? One play a day, maybe if. Okay. So remember, trading is, not trading is trading. Okay. Somebody asked me today after work, I go out and somebody asked me, hey, did you work today? Of course I did. Okay. If I didn't take a trade or I took a trade, I worked, right? I was at work. So trading or not trading is my work. And that's about it. Questions, guys? Questions, anything you want to ask? Again, a reminder, Sunday is the seminar, lesson number 2. We have the Facebook seminar going next Sunday, if fade gaps is something that you want to look into. And we have a Christmas party coming, so look forward to that. It's going to be interesting. Prizes and everything will fall from the sky on you. Still working on it, but and we're looking for somebody. Well, we have one, but people that want to come on and talk during that party and tell about themselves and how trading works for them or not. Anybody that want to come on and talk is welcome to contact us. And yeah, that's about it. Let's take a break here. Let's take a break. It's early. It's 11:30. We'll come back at